In this video, we're going to be utilizing Cherry Heering to make a classic cocktail. The cocktail? Remember the Maine. We are Teakwood Tavern Hospitality, a beverage and consulting company in DFW, Texas. The Remember the Maine cocktail was first recorded in 1939, and that was in Charles H. Baker Jr.'s The Gentleman's Companion. Now, Mr. Baker wrote this travel log, which is actually like a 2-volume set, as he traveled around the world in different places he ate and drank. He wrote about them. So there's actually a 1933 entry about this drink, but the book itself wasn't published until 39. Now, where does the name come from? Remember the Maine actually comes from a battle cry in the Spanish-American War, which was, "Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain." And why? Well, because in 1898, the USS Maine was sunk right outside of Havana, and the Americans blamed the Spanish. So we enter into the Spanish-American War, and that was then the battle cry, is "Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain," and afterwards someone created the drink, and as far as we know, it was being drunk in Havana, and Baker wrote about it in 1933. The Remember the Maine cocktail requires only 4 ingredients: rye, sweet vermouth, absinthe, and of course the star of the show, Cherry Heering. So this will come together as a play on a Manhattan, just swapping out a little bit of the sweet vermouth for the Cherry Heering and absinthe. And we begin 2 ounces of rye. Then we have 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth. We're going with 1/8 of an ounce of absinthe. There's recipes out there that say about 1/2 of a teaspoon, and honestly, if you're not familiar with absinthe, a little bit goes a long way. We really enjoy it, so we go a little bit heavier, and truthfully, you could just do it in a rinse and dump out, but again, we're going 1/8 because we enjoy it. And last but not least, 1/3 ounce of Cherry Heering. And we get to put some ice in here. Alright, so I'm going to give this about 20 seconds. And during that time, I'll tell you a little bit more about Mr. Baker. If you're familiar with our blog and our videos, you've likely come across the Control post where we did the Pays You Club. And that was a cocktail that was created in Burma, and it was actually Mr. Baker who also wrote about that cocktail in his log and where we had it first recorded. So Mr. Baker, through his travels, did a lot of good. All right, we have our Nick and Nora glass being chilled. Our julep strainer. And look at that beautiful drink right there. There you have it. That is Remember the Maine. If you enjoyed this cocktail demonstration, please subscribe below. And if you want to see other videos just like this, we have links up above. And last but not least, if you want more history and background on this wonderful product, Cherry Heering, please head to our website, teakwoodtavern.com, where we have a full write-up on that product.